Hello, Walworth families. This is Katie Smith, school nurse. I have some updates for you from the health office. I want to say thank you to our staff, students, and families for outstanding cooperation with COVID safety measures throughout the school year. We look forward to students returning to face-to-face instruction on Monday, December 14th. A few reminders while we return to the building. Our daily symptom checklist, when can students return when ill, quarantine timeline update, and a reminder to report COVID-19 activity and exposure in your household. Continue to monitor your students for symptoms each day prior to sending them to school. Refer to the daily symptom checklist or the magnet that we provided at the beginning of the school year. We are a team. Keeping 6 students at home is our best prevention for spread of illness in the school building and helps us continue face-to-face instruction. Please see the list below. When can students return when ill? At the top of this graphic, you see that there are 2 columns of symptoms. If your child has 2 of the following symptoms, headache, body ache, chills, sore throat, nausea, vomiting, or diarrhea, or 1 in the column that says fever, new cough, shortness of breath, difficulty breathing, or loss of taste and smell, we do ask that they stay home from school for 10 days. If they may return to school sooner if a COVID-19 test is done and comes back as negative, or you speak with your doctor's office and they provide a note indicating an alternative diagnosis and that they are allowed to return to school. At the bottom of that graphic, it just lists if there is a positive COVID-19 test, what the return timeline is. If there is no COVID-19 test done, what the return time is. And then if a negative COVID-19 test is done, what the return time is. Quarantine timeline updates. Quarantine is to prevent spread of COVID-19 if someone is exposed to a positive case. So this refers to people who are close contacts. On Wednesday, December 2nd, the CDC released an update about reducing quarantine periods. In accordance with this guideline, Wisconsin Department of Health Services and Walworth County Public Health, Walworth Joint School District 1 will follow the recommendation of shortening the standard quarantine period from 14 days to 10 days for people who remain asymptomatic, provided daily symptom monitoring continues for the full 14-day period. The duration of quarantine can be further shortened to 7 days using a test-based strategy. Again, this is for people who are exposed as a close contact to someone diagnosed with COVID-19 or are a household contact with someone diagnosed with COVID-19. There is no change to the COVID-19 isolation guidelines for someone who tests positive themselves. That will remain 10 days. A reminder to report COVID-19 activity, positive cases, close contact exposure that happens in your household or with your students to us at school. Please contact us with any other questions, especially about these updates to our return to school with illness policy and the quarantine timeline. Err on the side of caution when you're in doubt. Keep your students home until you have answers. You can reach the school office, the health office. You can email me, Mrs. Smith. You can also email our health aide, Mrs. Ortiz. Thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you on Monday.